Yo, I can't believe that I found this portion of my life. In 5 years, I switched to four bank accounts. So, four banks, I should say, not bank accounts, four banks. So, the first place was PNC Bank, and that was from 2014 to 2015. And then, you know what I did? I overdrew the account by about $300. And I don't remember how I did that, but I remember being at PNC Bank for a good portion of when I started drug dealing. Like that was the first bank that I ran to. I was like PNC Bank. Okay, let me just whatever bank that I decided to go to. I decided to go to PNC Bank. It was on Route 27. I had a car, so it wasn't a problem. And then from 2015 to 2016, I moved to Wells Fargo. And then around 2017 I overdrew the account. So it was becoming a pattern. Like it was a real bad pattern because 2014, 2015, around 2015 that's when I met Dan and I started dealing with drugs. And I have to look back to my pictures to really get like a idea about what I'm trying to say here. Hold on, let me check that real quick. So 2014 was when I went to Toronto. So I was doing my shit. I was going to Toronto. And then it was in 2015. That's when I already met Dan in 2014. 2015, that's when I started going on my bullshit, bro. I was seriously trying to start a business. And this has been a passion of mine. I'm always like, I want to start a business. I want to start a business. So I failed at starting a business. I was trying to make clothes, custom clothing. I bought shirts and then I stitched leather onto them. I sewed up the sleeves. I tried to make it look as professional as possible. I got direct to garment printing, the best printing that you can get when you do shirts. There's the ones where the print is like kind of lifted, but then the direct to garment is like you print onto the garment, like you print right directly on it. So that's what I was trying to do. And then I overdrew my account. Then I went to Wells Fargo in 2017. I overdrew that account. So I think when I was trying to withdraw money from Wells Fargo, I was trying to purchase a car from Craigslist. And I put like a closed, what's it called? A blank check into it. And then they were like, all right, you know what? This is fraud. You know, you overdrew your account because I had no money. And I was like, I need a car. I need a car. So that was in 2017. Then around 2017 to 2018, I opened an account with TD Bank. And I remember this fondly because I was looking for loans online, and I was just like, yo, I have to get a loan. I have to get a loan, like a $500 loan, a $200 loan, anything so I can get more drugs. And I went online and I tried to receive a loan, and I filled out like 5 or 10 websites. And after a few days, somebody called me, and it was fraud. You know, the guy, he wanted my bank information, he wanted my username and password, and I gave it to him. And then they tried to cash a fraudulent check in my account. And then I went to the TD Bank, and the manager came out and then he said that I should have been more responsible with my information and it was my responsibility. He decided to close my account. So then I was at Bank of America and there was a monthly fee that needs to be imposed. So right I at this point I said currently. So in 2019, May 7th of 2019, I had Bank of America. And Bank of America asks you to pay a $12 monthly fee to handle your account if you're not a student anymore. So I think after you're 24 years old, they do that to you. So I had not had a job since November 2018 after being accused of stealing from the company. That's Wayfair, bro. That's a good story, bro. That's a really good story. But I got accused of stealing, and I had to have a job. So to avoid a $12 monthly fee, I went to Santander Bank. And Santander has a student checking up until 25 years old. And I also opened a Chase bank account, and I couldn't keep up with the monthly fees because everybody knows Chase. Chase is expensive. Like, you need thousands of dollars to bank at these banks, and I didn't have thousands of dollars, bro. I had like $20, $30, and I kept opening these accounts. And Chase Bank was closed within a month. Santander Bank, that's a later story. That is when I actually opened a business account with them, and I started withdrawing money from the account until it was negative so badly. It was negative $1,000, and then they finally closed it because I read somewhere that if you pay a credit card with your business account, Santander allows for it to be withdrawn over $1,000. I don't know why they would make that. It's like a test, guys. It's literally like a test. Like, you should see my life and you'll be like, yo, bro, that was a hard ass life. Like, what the hell were you going through? And this is what schizophrenia did to me. Now, I try to defend schizophrenia so much. I try to say, like, hey, look, listen, it's a superpower, bro. It is a superpower. Like, the way these people present it to you, it seems like the worst thing in the world. They try to make light of the situation at first, but when you start falling deeper and deeper into it, that's when they're like, all right, it's getting serious. It's getting serious. Now we need to lock you down. Now we need to do this. We need to do that. We need to control your money. We need to control what you do every day. It's hell. It really is hell. And I still have hope that maybe one day I will have enough freedom to do what I want. You know, I mean, I'm writing, I have a story to share. There's just so much that I want to do. I don't think that it ends here. You know what I mean? It can't end here.